Hello, my name is Nikki and I make tarot content. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we are looking at Beyonce's album. Will it flop? Are we gonna love it? I'm really hoping that we love it, but I have no idea what's gonna come out. So fingers crossed, and let's just, I'm so nervous. Let's just go. Let's just get started. First question I have is, what made her want to do a country album all of a sudden? I'm kind of feeling it. Look at that. I'm getting the vibe that she already had a country song. Oh, I forgot my ring. She already had a country song in the past. The fact that this card says it's already happened makes me feel like she's put a country song out in the past. Maybe it just didn't blow up or go mainstream, so it's not a popular song. But she's done country in the past and she feels like, why not? So this ain't new to her. I'm gonna find that song. I'm gonna go looking. I'm gonna go looking. It may or may not be something that was published, but I'm damn sure gonna go look for it. Now look at the woman. Look at the woman on this card with the blonde hair. The woman on this card is listening to music. I feel like Beyonce genuinely listens to country music. Yeah, I'm feeling like country music is just something that she actually likes and listens to. And you know what? It's so cool that, because this is not a musical deck at all, okay? But both of these cards have musical themes. This one has the musical notes and this one is listening to music. And that just caught my eye. I think that is so cool. Very specific. Give me another card. What made Beyonce do this country album? Okay, I said, what made her do this country album? I have Union and Alchemy. This feels like a project. This feels like a collaboration, someone working together. So she could be doing a country album because there's plans for her to work with some country artists in the future. It's like she sees what she wants and where she wants to be, right? But she's saying, like, in order to get there, I need a bigger fan base. She sees what she wants and it's like almost so far for her. You see how in this card, in this hand, she's holding the microscope and it's like really close up. But in the distance, there's another microscope. That's what I feel like she's after. She's after the microscope in the distance. Now, instead of looking at that as a microscope, I'm seeing that as some sort of award or accolade, okay? So there's something that she's going after, something that she wants. She feels like in order to get there, she has to expand. She just literally has to expand. And you know what? That makes sense. She's also coming out with her hair care line. So she's really trying to branch out. And you know what? That brings me right back to this Union card, because this is just not a collab with other artists. This is also a collab with businesses and companies. Yeah. Because she's like, whatever she has in her hands, whatever this is, awards, accolades, money, it's just not enough for her. It's just not enough. She wants whatever that is off in the distance. Yeah. And that means she's gonna have to merge. So merge genres, merge fan bases, merge races, cultures, because that's what I'm getting with the Union. I'm gonna get a couple more from this deck and then I'll move into the tarot. But let's look at the overall energy around this album. Let's look at the resurrection. You know what? I'm feeling that. To put it simply, this is gonna give her the boost that she needed. Beyonce is Beyonce. Everyone loves her. Yes, agreed. But she's been not as popping as she used to be, in my humble opinion. I'm gonna take a sip to that. Okay, just not as popping as she used to be. But this country album is gonna get the people talking. Resurrection is gonna like wake things up, wake people up, get them talking about her again like they used to. And I love that. I love that. Gimme ya. Yes, resurrection. Get it. Okay, let's get some more on the general energy about the album. General energy about the album. I have legacy. Conjuring. Do you see the words coming out of this person's mouth? Like, just look at the card. Look at the card. Look at the card. The person is blowing out smoke, but to me, that's blowing out words. That's Beyonce singing. And the card says legacy. So this is just part of her legacy. When they make those Lifetime movies about her years from now, we are gonna have a show. Do you hear me? We're gonna have a show. She is leaving a legacy. We got alchemy, we have conjuring, and leaving behind a legacy. So that's the energy behind the album. I feel like it's gonna win something. It's definitely gonna win something. She's gonna unite or merge people, merge genres. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm feeling it. Okay, Beyonce, get it, get it, get it, get it. I have bliss. Bliss. Someone dancing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, what else can I say? Bliss. You know what I also see though? Tolerance. Now this is a darker energy. This is a darker energy. There are going to be some people, of course. Look at that hat. Look at that little country hat. And it says tolerance. You get where I'm going with this. This card to me reads as gatekeeper. This man is sitting there. And I'm getting like old countryman vibes, okay? Because that hat is giving me the countryman vibes. And he is sitting in front of the tree and guiding who can go in, who can pass him. Okay? So that's why I'm getting the gatekeeper vibes, okay? So he has the potential, whoever this is, some big person in Hollywood, who can allow her to come in or not. And I have tolerance here. So it's like, we're tolerating you. You know, this is a lot of happy cards, but this lets me know that it's not perfect and it is going to be like a ride or a struggle or a lot of push and go for her that we may not even see, because you know she's going to just get up here and keep smiling like ain't nothing happening behind the scenes. But I do feel the energy of people trying to stop her. Okay? You don't have to wait for that biopic to come out. When the Lifetime movie comes out, we'll know what this card really stood for, because I do feel like people trying to stop her. Okay? Okay, so let's get into the tarot. Yes. Should I leave these out? I'm gonna leave these out because, yeah, this was really giving me the energy that I needed. Like, this was a good way to start the reading. And I'm just gonna look at that. That is so cool. Listen, this album is gonna do good for her. This is going to do good. We have resurrection here. I have the sun card in this deck, bottom of the deck. I have the sun card in this deck. So despite the people that don't want her to succeed or feels like she doesn't fit in this genre, she's still going to have some sort of success here. Like the sun, like she's going to still be popping. She's still going to be popping. It's crazy. So if she was in an interview and someone was like, why did you do country music? You know, she's going to say something like, it's part of my roots. It's, you know, I'm from Texas. You see the roots on the bottom of the tree here? That's what I'm looking at, right? And I could just hear her saying, Yeah, it's part of my roots. It's part of my culture. Page of Cups, when she was a child. So she's going to say something like, when I was a child, I used to listen to country all the time. Watch. That's definitely going to come up in an interview. It's going to come up in an interview. And then I have the 10 of Swords. And she's going to say, I've always wanted to put out a country album. I've always wanted to put out a country album. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the world. Yes, I've always wanted to share that part of me with the world, but I was always shot down. Whoever this person is with the tolerance, I was always shot down. I've always wanted to share that part of me. You know, maybe they said, no, that's lame. Little black girls don't do country. It's going to be like a vibe like that when she tells the story. All right. So, yeah, that's why she wanted to do a country album. Okay. So how does she feel now that it's out? How does she feel? Bottom of the deck over there, that sun peeking out. Look at them teeth shining. She feels great. How does she feel? Yes, with the Justice card, she feels good. She feels like people are seeing a different side of her. That's what I'm getting with the Justice. You know, people always see one side of me. Now they're getting to see another side of me. Love that for you. Yeah, that's so cool. That is so cool. With the King of Cups, she's saying like, yeah, I like, okay. She's saying, I literally like, and she's going to say this in an interview. I could just hear her. I like all kinds of music. It could be grown and sexy and mature, because that's the vibe that I'm getting with the King of Cups. Grown and sexy, you know, like, you know, some back in the day stuff, you know, that your grandma probably used to listen to. That's the vibe that Beyonce be on. Okay, but then the Page of Wands is new, fresh. So, ski. I guarantee Beyonce say ski. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, she's saying, I also like the young, the fresh, the, you know, so balancing that on this scale, she's showing like, this is just another side of me. You know what I mean? Good for you. And Four of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is saying like she took a risk or gambled, because again, she's been told plenty times not to do it and people already been trying to block her. So this was a gamble. She was like, shoot, they might not like it. They might not like it, but you know, she also knew that it will open up opportunities for her though. Come on, we got the Union card. She knew that it was going to open up opportunities to get her to that next level. Whatever that is in the back. She knew she had to do it. She knew she had to take a risk, and she did. And it's paying off. Overall, will this album flop or bop? Will this album flop or bop? I got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So I got 1 and 2. People are going to really like it. People are going to gravitate toward it. The Ace of Wands, I'm looking at as #1 on the chart. So it's going to top charts. It probably already have top charts. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be #1 on something. Okay. And the Two of Wands, I actually see people anticipating it and waiting for it, and like, just like, even though we may not be into country, we into Beyonce version of country, okay, at least for the first listen, at least to see what it's about, right? So the Two of Wands, I feel like, is that anticipation of what's next, you know, and that alone might be what skyrockets her to #1. You know what I mean? We have the Judgment. Beyonce is about to be new again. I don't know. Beyonce never was old, but now she's about to be new. Okay. So that's what the Judgment is telling me. Old Beyonce who? What? Okay. So after this country album, if she put out a reggae album, I would not be surprised. Okay. Act 3 might be a whole Spanish album. I don't know if this is too personal, but let's just take a little peeky. Let's just peek. Looking at the money situation. Is she going to make some money off of this? Is this going to be an album where she is making money? No, she might actually put in more than she gets out. You get what I mean? So she might have to... It's like she's going to be paid less because obviously she's trying to get into a new space. You know what I mean? It's like she doesn't belong there according to these people that are tolerating her, right? So it's like she doesn't belong in certain spaces according to certain people. So because of that, she's going to get overlooked and or paid less. Page of Swords in reverse, given less attention. She may not make a lot of money. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like she might lose money. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Money-wise. And the Knight of Cups says, and I don't care. Yeah. And Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse says, I knew that this was going to happen. Like, I knew this was a potential. I knew there was a potential that I would lose money, that nobody would like it, that, you know, whatever the case is. But at the same time, I had to try it. I had to try it. Okay. So yeah, she may gain awards and attention, but money wise for this album, it won't add up to what she put in, what she invested, the things that she had to do. Okay. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. And at the end of the day, she still don't care. I'm no country expert, but you know, as far as I know, country songs are, like, for the most part, sad, right? And there are a lot of sad, breakup, doomy, gloomy type songs in the country genre. And if she is divorcing her husband, then this would be a good way to throw all of that energy into music and it not coming off weird. Like, if she does it in a tasteful way and really make it country music and not Beyonce singing her regular energy, regular music, regular voice with country music and banjos in the background, like, that's not going to be cool. But if she really throws down and does country, I feel like it'll be good in the long run. You know, might lose a little money up front, but it's okay. It's okay, because in the long run, it's going to add to her legacy, her story, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. All right, you know what? Okay, last question, and this one is a little bit messy. Okay, so feel free to end your viewing right now, but give me a thumbs up before you do. Okay, so Beyonce has been getting progressively lighter lately, and her hair also progressively blonder. Now, I'm thinking, now that she put out a country album, and this is just my one and one making two, you know, she wanted to appear lighter, brighter, whiter, so that she could fit easier into this genre or this category. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple cards to see the energy on that, you know, on my assumption, because yeah, she is particularly light. I'm like, come on, Beyonce, come on, you dragging it now. Cause I know she gonna say it's makeup, and it's not makeup. Yes. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Ace of Pentacles. Come on now. For opportunity, for money. Bottom of the deck is a tower, meaning, like, honestly, I feel like she really don't want to do it. The tower at the bottom of the deck is like, I really don't want to do it. But, you know, she could be being pushed by her management. Like, okay, you want to be here? This is what it's going to take to be here. Now, that's just my interpretation of the card. You know, take it or leave it. Yeah, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Unenthused, you know, like I was saying before, not something, bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands, burden. Not something you want to do, but something maybe you're being forced or pushed to do. So the Knight of Wands, I feel like is a pushy person, someone that's like pushing or forcing you. Some sort of contractual agreement, because the Ace of Swords is, I see like signing. You know, you agreed to do this. This is part of it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Three of Pentacles. Look at the pen. Look at the pen. Exactly. This is some sort of contractual agreement of her lightening her skin. Even though she doesn't want to do it. But her team is behind it. Her team is pushing her. This is what she has to do. This is part of it. This is part of it. If it was up to her, she'd be dark. She'd have dark skin and she'd wear her hair any way she'd want to. I really do feel like that. She wouldn't care if it was up to her. You see how she be walking around bare feet all the time? She'd be out in public bare feet on the public road. Okay? She does not care. She is a free bird. If she was allowed to be her free self, I feel like we'd see a lot more of her personality, and she's probably a really fun person. She's just so like locked down and suppressed. We get nothing. We just, you know, left with assumptions. But yeah, I feel like she is a fun person, low key, you know, not perfect. Of course she has her faults, but yeah, she likes to have fun too. But yeah, her bleaching her skin is something that her team said she had to do. But she signed away to it. She agreed to it. She agreed to it. The Five of Wands, I'm seeing like there was some back and forth. But ultimately, yeah, she agreed to it, and that's that. Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like honestly the point that she's at now, if she could take it back, she would. I know she's reading the things that people are saying about her, of course, even though she says she doesn't. I know she takes a little peek every now and then. Okay, she's human. Okay, duh. She takes a little peek. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. I wish I could take it back. It is what it is, you know. It was part of the agenda. That's what I'm getting with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it was part of the agenda. Part of the agenda. Part of the mask, you know? It's like she has a team of people that like does schematics, math, like adding up how to make her relevant, how to make her more poppin', how to make her more relatable. You know, it's like she has a team of people that does that, and this is what they came up with. Yep. Bottom of the deck. The Empress. Yeah. This is what they came up with. And you know what they saying? Guess what though? Eight of Pentacles. And it's been working. Eight of Pentacles. Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. And it's been working because these is all her awards after awards after awards. So, I mean, obviously she's going to keep listening to her team because, you know, they've clearly steered her in the right way or the right direction all this time. You know what I mean? Like, nothing's perfect, you know, don't get me wrong, nothing's perfect, but your team has been pretty spot on to get you to where you are now. So with that being said, they tell you to allegedly lighten your skin. You know, you're going to think it's a good move until you do it. And now you want to undo it. Allegedly. You know what I'm getting to with the Five of Swords? Especially, oh my goodness, with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And then look at that. Look at the Four of Cups. This lady has on headphones, listening to music. You know, she's a musician, is how I'm looking at her. So I'm picturing that as Beyonce. The King of Swords is music executives, record labels, someone in the higher ups. That's how I'm looking at the King of Swords. The Five of Swords here, though, is what is kind of sad. Because the Five of Swords is about bullying and teasing. This is a way to keep her looking like the Empress, keeping that Empress vibe, that Empress energy, not just amongst her current fans, right? But to expand greater and to grab those people that don't necessarily look at her, listen to her, or even want to play her on their radio stations, right? Back to that union card that we started with. So sadly, in order to keep her looking like this Empress, this queen that we see her as, Queen Bee, this was just something that they calculated to do that would get her less teased from the other community. The King of Swords, whoever this is, this manager type person pushing the idea on her, and she's arms folded. I don't want to. You know, like, I just don't want to, leave me alone type thing, and going back and forth until finally it's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Well, I hope it's worth it. In the end, I hope it's worth it. I got the Lovers card. So, and bottom of the deck, the Star. Listen, as I say, I hope it's worth it. It's going to be worth it for her. It's going to be worth it for her. She's going to have the people that's going to talk about it, like me. Hello. But then, you know, it may put her in doors that she otherwise would not have, sadly, very freaking sadly, been able to enter. Look at that. As I cut the deck, we have Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. She wants to change her entire image. That's what I'm getting here with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is someone who is very hush-hush, very secretive, very private. Okay, but then we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is someone who takes care of home and work. So this would be someone more out in the public, more visible. So maybe doing interviews, which, you know, Beyonce don't do interviews, but hello. Maybe she'll get an interview in there every now and then, or doing something to make herself more present. Okay, because I feel like the Queen of Swords is the old Beyonce. She's trying to get rid of that image, and the Queen of Pentacles is the quote unquote new Beyonce, or what she's trying to get us to see. And, you know, I could dig that. She's trying to reinvent herself, which most good artists do every once in a while anyway. So, you know, I get it. And then the Lovers shows that this is just part of her destiny. It is literally just part of her destiny. Just another thing for her to accomplish while she's here on this earth. And then the Star. The Star card is about attention and fame. So love that, because it's totally relevant. But also it talks about her destiny. Beyonce was just born to be a star, and she's living in her destiny. She's living in her moment. And I kind of love that for her. I think that's a good way to end the video, because this is beautiful. The Lovers is gorgeous, and the Star card, oh my goodness. And then the bottom of the deck, the World. So, and the Ten of Cups. This is so beautiful. This is so pretty. So yes, at the end of the day, this is just part of her destiny. This is something that she came here to do, and she did it. And I really do feel like it's going to be received well by most people, because look at the World. Look at the World. The World is a sense of accomplishment, attention, the World Wide Web. Okay, people like me, you, okay, the news blogs, everybody picking it up, talking about it. So yes, that's what every artist wants. So high five to you, Beyonce, because You reinvented yourself as one of the cards in the past here. Yeah, resurrection. Yeah, that just brings me right back to the resurrection card, you know? So yeah, I love that. This video was so fun and it was good. So yeah, I was feeling the vibe and it felt good. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and share this video, help my channel grow. I love you guys so much for watching. Bye.